This is Paul. Now, I was just thinking about those oaths, badges, and attorneys and the grounds for excluding criminal responsibility. In addition to other grounds for excluding criminal responsibility provided for in this statute, a person shall not be criminally responsible if at the time of that person's conduct, the person suffers from a mental disease or defect that destroys that person's capacity to appreciate the unlawfulness or nature of his or her conduct, or capacity to control his or her conduct to conform to the requirements of law. Poach. Then there's that intoxication. You happen to be a drunk, poach. And you're drunk all the time while on the job, and your thought is, well, I can actually violate the laws. Now, I don't know if they have restoration laws in the International Criminal Court. They don't talk about it. I was reading through the actual the policies of the court, the necessary rules of the court. Yes, but I don't see where you can be restored to sanity if you're being convicted under those statutes. Yes. Now, this mental disease and defect, where I email you every day that is, well. Looks like they have what's known as the mental disease and the mental defect. Pooch. Could you get me the restoration laws in the International Criminal Court? I mean, let's say you're getting tried and the whole world wants to know. And I inform you that the strict interpretation of the law is you have to give me due process. Yes. You have to remove court orders where there has been no due process. And you said, no, we really don't. As long as we... Now, this mental disease and defect, they have mental health professionals in the International Criminal Court. You do one of these mental health evaluations, they just say, well, we're waiting to review the mental health evaluation. And then you're going to make, well, are there international mental institutions where they involuntarily administer psychotropic medication to those accused so that you can alter their personality and you can issue their forced disappearance? Now, this mental health evaluation that you've been using since 2011, where my wife ran into the court and said my husband's deranged and he's committed all these crimes, and I was arrested on Guam and I did 7 hours of parenting classes. Yes, I didn't actually commit any domestic violence or child abuse. Yes. And then every time you reissued it, you didn't give me any due process minute order. Pooch. And then I was found not guilty of violating it, even though it was invalid. Yes. Then you reissued it again in, 2012, where you modified it, but you did not give me, yes, the actual accusations of Pastor Greg Miller. There was nothing constituting the validity of modifying it because I, as the respondent, did not get any... And then you reissued it again in 2013, where you put it in publication, and then you said that you mailed it, but there was no proof of... Then you reissued it again, and you reissued it again, and you reissued it again. Are you sure this isn't an international criminal court case where the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court does have jurisdiction? And you keep saying I'm mentally ill and mentally defective for not understanding? Are you sure? Because as I read the laws, it is a crime to violate the civil rights of American citizens.